Hope is the thing with feathers that perches in the soul and sings the tune without the words and never stops at all. And sweetest in the gale is heard, and sore must be the storm that could abash the little bird that kept so many warm. I've heard it in the chillest lands and on the strangest sea, yet never in extremity it asked a crumb of me.
Ethan Wells, son of Jonathan Wells, CEO of Wells Enterprises, was found dead this morning here on the steps of St. Jude's Cathedral downtown. Wells, infamous for his playboy lifestyle and clashes with the media, was 28 years old. Following is an interview that I did with Wells just 3 months ago. So, Ethan Wells, yours is a name that has a tremendous amount of leverage in society. There's a lot of influence you were born into. How do you give back to the people?
Give back, that makes it sound like I owe the people for who I am or where I am today. And it'd be naive to believe that even like the homeless bum on the street put me where I am today, and that's not accurate. That's not
so
okay.
Homeless bum on the street, as you put it, is worthless.
I didn't say anything about it being worthless. You're twisting my words now. Turn off the camera, turn off the camera. I'm finished here, you know? I'm done.
Ethan Wells died this morning at the age of only 28. Police have yet to confirm the cause of death, and an autopsy won't be revealed for at least 2 more weeks. Further details to come.
Coming up next, our report on the death of Ethan Wells.
Ethan Wells' final womanizer brought to a humbling conclusion.
Ethan Wells lit up the
Ethan
hottest
Wells
clubs
died
with his
this
antics
morning. Ding dong,
in
the
and out
wicked
of
man is
Reno.
dead.
The latest.
Look, I better not see so much as a single pixel of Ethan on my television, or I swear I'll personally hunt you down. You wouldn't happen to have a smoke by chance?
I don't. Sorry. My name is James Brooks.
I know who you are. What I need is a smoke.
I'm here to deliver this.
The hell you did. Thanks for the offer, but unless there's a cigarette in there, there's nothing I can do for you.
That just may change today.
What's in there?
I don't know.
Well, who the hell does know?
The only man who knows the contents of this envelope is lying in forensic, waiting for an autopsy.
Why me? Doesn't your boss have his people on it?
You seem to believe that Jonathan Wells and I always operate on the same wavelength. Mr. Wells could honestly care less what happened to his son.
Well, he and the rest of the world. Ethan wasn't exactly a gem of a guy.
You may find this hard to believe, but there are those of us who are mourning the loss of Ethan Wells. You better believe that I'd like to tear this open and see what's inside for myself. But he gave me explicit instructions to deliver this to a Detective Mcllroy, and you seem to be the only Detective Mcllroy in the books. He said it was his only way out.
Out of what?
I think that's for you to find out.
Emily Dickinson.
My name is Ethan Wells, though I'm sure you're already aware of who I am, or at least who you think I am. I had lived the first 27 years of my life completely lost, living it up as I thought at nightclubs with all the alcohol and women a man could want. It's what I wanted. That was life I thought I wanted. Money was an accessory to me. And it was my awareness, though, of that changed me. You know, it amazes me to this day of all the mistakes I made, the one thing that got me into the most trouble, the money, was what pulled me out. I'll never forget that night. He saved me. He saved me. This man, he could have seen the bad in me and left me and passed out in the middle of the street to fend for myself. But he didn't. He gave me a second chance. And that, Detective, that's something I'd like you to take to mind. Everybody, good or bad, deserves a chance, deserves to be seen as at least the glass half full. If you can't understand that, then this will have all been for nothing.
He said this old man gave him a second chance at life. Any idea who this guy is?
He gave me a second chance on life. See, once the stock market crashed, I was done for. I had no place to go but to the bottom, to the streets. But I never gave up. I never lost hope. I continued to practice everything I knew about economics. That is until Ethan showed up. He saw something in me that those who pushed me to the curb never did. He got me on my feet, pushed me to succeed. You should know that he didn't hand me this position as president of Wells Enterprises on a platter. Jonathan Wells does not have the heart his son had. I worked tirelessly to get this job, but Ethan was by my side for the entire ride. God, I miss that kid. The world has lost a saint and doesn't even know it. Is there anything else I can do for you, Detective?
Just a question. Why did Ethan do all this in secret? Why not tell the world and wipe his slate clean?
Never let the left hand know what the right hand's doing. Ethan would not want the world to know his secret.
What do you mean?
Detective, was that all that was on the tape?
No. Why?
Look, I don't know if this helps, but the last time I saw Ethan was the night before he died. We were at a corporate art gala. He asked me what I saw in the painting. I told him a bird. He said, look for something deeper. I tried, but, I never had an eye for meaning like Ethan. And then there was this woman, this pretty brunette. She called his attention. You see, when he left my side to speak with her privately, well, Detective, that was the last I saw of Ethan. I do hope you intend to finish that video.
Who paid you to kill Ethan Wells? Who paid you to kill Ethan Wells?
Jonathan Wells!
Jonathan Wells cared about two things only: his wealth and his wife. When she died, Jonathan turned to his wealth, Ethan to his poetry. When Ethan began using corporate funds from Wells Enterprises to help those in need, a ticking time bomb was waiting to go off. Ethan wanted to give his father a second chance, to let him walk free. But I was not so forgiving. Ethan will still have what he wanted. His claim of suicide makes his father difficult to convict. Ethan hoped his father would see past the numbers, to see the faces of the people whose lives had changed thanks to Ethan's work. There is no doubt Mr. Wells saw the face of one benefactor when our eyes met. We never really got off on the right foot, Ethan and I. I was always investigating his petty crimes. Ethan had always been a different man. Now I'm a different man. Ethan's greatest hope was that the world would never lose hope, would never forget these words.
Hope is the thing with feathers that perches in the soul and sings the tune without the words and never stops at all.
The sweetest in the gale is heard, and sore must be the storm that could abash the little bird that kept so many warm.
I've heard it in the chillest land and on the strangest sea, yet never in extremity it asked a crumb of me.